Good afternoon. 716 Delta Mike here with you in sunny Dayton, Ohio today. That's a rarity. Sun in Dayton, Ohio, April 2nd. It's a cool day. High of about 53 degrees right now with a little bit of sunshine. We're going to fly the Maddog, the MD-88, the newest and latest from Leonardo. It's the Delta November 923 Delta Lima. Delta Airlines, the MD-88. I've only flown this plane once. I've flown the MD-82 quite a bit. Got a few other uploads here on the channel from it. We're going to rock it down. I don't know if we'll get any ATC, but maybe we will. Let's see. Here's the flight plan that we've got stuck into for flight. We'll be departing out of here on runway 18. We'll go direct Trevo, CVG, Falmouth, VOR. Then we're going to pick up the Andre 1 arrival into Atlanta. I guess that's Treen is the transition there. That'll be just northwest of Bristol, Tennessee. We'll turn south there. Looks like Atlanta's probably landing to the west. Let's look at that, just verify. It's got us going in on 26 right. Winds are currently 310 at 9. So yeah, 26 right. Looks like a 7-knot headwind, a little bit of a crosswind as well. All right, so there's that. Let's pull up SimBrief. Here's our flight plan today. Dayton to Atlanta on the MD-88. We are planning to depart at 21:45, so that's 30 minutes from now. So we got plenty of time, hopefully, to get ourselves loaded up, push back, and get out of here. We're going to try to use PACX today. As well. So hopefully we'll get that all set up here. Let's go ahead and do a start fly with career mode and Delta. And next, we are not going to have any Wi-Fi on this flight or any in-flight entertainment center. This is the older model MD-88. We'll do a custom safety briefing though. Delta, and here's the MD-88 safety briefing there. So alright, so all we have to do is hit start on that here in a little bit. We're not ready to do that quite yet. Alright, so continuing on here with our SimBrief here. Estimated takeoff weight's going to be 124.2. Landing weight's going to be estimated at 116.5 with a zero fuel weight of 106.9. Looks like we're going to be carrying 18,060 pounds worth of fuel and about 7.8 on our reserves and alternate fuel. Gives us trip and taxi fuel required 8,523. Here's our route, KDAY 18, runway 18. That's direct Trevo, direct CVG. Our top altitude here on the standard Dayton 7 departure is 5,000. So we'll set our initial altitude to 5,000 for the climb out. We'll vector ourselves. We'll make a left turn. Well, I don't know. We'll just see what we got here. Passengers 113. Payload 24.2. All right. That's all of our information there. That's our flight plan. Let's get this back over here to for flight, and let's do this and show plate, and let's go airport diagram. Get a really good idea where we are. We're at Terminal B here in Dayton, Ohio, at the Delta gates. This is the regular Delta. I actually fly this flight quite regularly from Dayton down to Atlanta. So it's just over 1 hour, about 1 hour flight. For flight's telling us 1 hour 6 minutes. So, all right. Here we are sitting at the gate. Nice and pretty. Let's jump on the inside here and let's do a few things.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Well, I will disagree with you, GSX Pro, but let's just, for the sake of it, you're right. Fair enough. Additional services. Let's request a GPU. And let's go right here. See what we got here. Aircraft. Let's get that main door open. Should get the GPU turning blue here shortly. Let's go electronic folder here. SimBrief OFP. If I've been lucky here. There we go. We got our Dayton to Atlanta, so that worked out just fine. I hear the GPU rolling up. There we go. GPU's coming on in here. Alright, so let's go back over here. Ground service. We're gonna see if that turns blue, which it should. Checking out everything here. Make sure our throttles and everything are set like they're supposed to. Yep. All right, there's the GPU. We'll look up top. There we got GPU right here. All right, so that's a good start. We've got our door open, so that's going to let us do boarding. And
this parking is too small.
I think
for
what
your
we want
aircraft.
to do is go ahead and request some fueling
truck
here
is on its way.
on the now, and we will
Please
go ahead and
don't
get
load
things fired
aircraft
up here.
until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Aye, aye, Captain. We will not load until we get all the fuel on board. All right, here we go. So battery power coming on. And let's go ahead and get our external power as well. And we'll leave the seatbelt signs in the off position for now. We can get our emergency lights armed. Well, what else we got to do here? Let's do anti-skid. We'll do the stall warning test. Our max overspeed. We're not going to need the logo light just yet. Do the windshield test.
Headwind, here, headwind, here, headwind.
Ground proximity test.
Tailwind, here, tailwind, here, tailwind.
Cockpit voice
here.
recorder. Test complete. And PA system test. PA and emergency light test. All right, that's good. Emergency lights on. Cool, cool. We could probably go ahead and get an air conditioning cart hooked up in here just as well. Not sure how that's going to come about to us.
This
We'll
parking
see.
is too small for
Do we
your
have any
aircraft.
additional services here? Yeah, we don't have that. All right. Let's go downstairs. And let's go to the first officer side here. Menu. Let's go to the A cars here and AOC and pre-flight. And let's go ahead and do an init data request. Let's request that. See if we get our should be Delta 74. Yep, there we are. We're Delta 74, Dayton to Atlanta. Estimated departure time 21:45. En route time 1 hour 8 minutes. So that's looking good. Let's return here. Let's go ahead and request our flight plan. And we'll hit our weight and balance sheet here. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and fetch that. And let's go over here to the flight plan. Let's do a little pause in it. So we are at Kilo Delta Alpha Yankee KDAY. Alright. Last position, 13-1, 13-1. We'll take that, copy it here, paste it here. Let's go to our route. And we got KDAY. And we're going to KATL. Put that into our company route.
Fuel truck is in position.
That's going to load. Our
Please
fuel
don't
truck is
load
in
aircraft
position. Let's
until the
double check
Please
here.
use your airplane fuel
we
system
go.
to set the desired
Fuel is
quantity.
loading. And we should be able to start seeing this number move. Here we go. Numbers are moving. Yep, fuel is going in. We're going to continue on. So here's our route. Loaded in, direct Trevo, direct CVG, direct Falmouth, and then Katrine. And then we need our departure out of here. We're going to plan to depart on runway 18 because that's the best winds, and that's Dayton 7 departure. And then index here, arrival. We're planning for 26 right. Is that correct? Yeah, we're planning for 26 right. So let's go ahead and 26 right for the ILS. And let me pull this up here for you. Let's do approach ILS 26 right. Let's just see what our initial approach fix options are. So we got Haynes or Zello. We'll just go Zello and enter that. That gives us a good idea of what our approach is. So now we'll pick Zello here. And then we're going in on the Andre, is it Andre 1? There it is. And that's the Katrine transition. And we'll execute that and take a look at our legs. There's our vectors, Zello, Haynes, and there's runway 26. So that's looking good. Let's activate and execute. That route is activated. Just checking everything. Runway 26. All right, route. Perfect it. All right. So what's the deal here? We're going to cruise at 350 here. Zero fuel weight should be 106.97, so that's 107, isn't it? Zero fuel weight of 107 and a cost index of 30. And cruise altitude of 350. Boom. And payload, what do we got for fuel here? Block fuel is going to be 18.1. We'll go auto here for that. There we go. Put us a gross weight of 125 for takeoff weight. That's close. Top of climb winds is 283 at 69. That here, it's our ISA deviation is -2. There we go. -57. Looks pretty good. All right. Stop there, and we'll go to the first officer side. Let's take a look at our flight plan we received. MD-88, takeoff weight of 24.2, flight level 350, block fuel 18.1. There's our winds. Zero fuel weight of 107, reserve 7.8, trip fuel. It's looking good. We'll hit print here. Our actual route. And there we go. And return. And pre-flight. Got to do weights and balances here. How are we looking on fuel? Is fuel already finished up? Looks like fuel is finished up, so let's double check that. Looks like we got our fuel already on board. And we are carrying total of, so 18 is what we needed. Got 17,950, so I'd say we're good there. All right, back to the first officer side then. So trip fuel then is, I like to get it here, 7,723. And our taxi fuel, I believe, is going to be 800 pounds. Our block fuel is going to be 18,060. There we go. It's our block fuel. And our rejected takeoff weight. It's going to be 124,232. Go ahead and send that out. Close this down. There and return here. We'll go to receive messages and we'll wait for that to come back in. All right, we got to do some calculations over here for performance, and we also want to request boarding. So let's request boarding.
Boarding requested.
And at that point, we're going to go ahead and do that simultaneously with PACX. Here we go. We got boarding coming on. All right, weights and balances. Looking good here. 106.9, takeoff weight 24, so that's all just like I expected it to be. So no, they're already on board, but thank you.
Passengers boarding starting.
All right, so here we are, Dayton, Ohio. We're going to go off runway 18 So there we are. Dry conditions flap to be optimal. And what's our winds going to be currently? Let's do a METAR for KDAY. Through Sim Toolkit Pro 140 at 9. And we will look this up real quick with 32 minutes ago. If we pull this on 4 flight 150 at 8. That's what we'll go with. 150 at 8. Alright, and QNH 3001. And outside air temperature is currently 11 degrees. A balmy 52 in Ohio today, sunshine. We're going to take off PAX 1. We're going to go forced takeoff instead of toga. We're not going to do flex today. We're going to go full toga to get out of here. Be full yoga off the ground, and our takeoff weight was... Anybody remember? Takeoff weight's 124.2. Calculate. Alright, so we're going to flaps 15. And that's 24, 29, and 38. 24, 29, and 38.
Gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, please be sure to make sure all
24, 29, 38. 24, 29, 38. We got flap 15 is what we need to set. Flap 15 is
after you put your
set
carry-on
and
items in the
verified.
overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers.
All right.
Also, be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you.
And our takeoff CG is going to be 17.1. That's already set as well. So we need flaps 15, so that's here. I don't think we have to dial that in, but let's double check. Yeah.
But we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets.
Flap 15.
Thank you and welcome aboard.
Alright, flap 15 is set on the dial flap. Alright, and what's our takeoff weight? At 124. That's it. Alright. Let's go ahead and uncage our horizon indicator there. And we are 3001, so we need to go ahead and set 3001. Let's get this yoke hidden here.
Ready to go when you are.
Alright, well we are not yet, so we'll get there. 3001 set once. 3001 set twice, and 3001 checked and verified on the right side, so that's 3 times there. We'll go ahead and get our needles set there for our V1, V2, and rotate, or rotate and V2. Alright. And what else we got here? Let's get a little bit of panel lights here. And we'll get a little bit of panel lights here as well. Alright, so we'll go set 2000 in our squawk, and we'll set this to TARA, and we will set 22.8 Unicom there for Vatsim. Verify that we are connected to Vatsim. We got Cleveland Center and Boston Center, so we don't have any ATC online here for this flight. Alright, comms are checked. Autopilot panel, we should have had our position lights on there as our nav lights. And we talked about this, so we need 5,000. So 5,000 is going to be our initial altitude. We'll get Flight Director 1 and Flight Director 2. We'll arm the altitude, which you'll see 5,000 now set over here. And we are going to be on the legs here. 184 on runway heading to 185. Alright, so we're going to set a heading of 185. And we'll be heading select. There we go. 5,000, that is set. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
And how are we doing on boarding? Boarding is working. Alright, so we'll finish up here. We got bags are going on. Oh, here we go. I do have some window views. The MD-88. Alright. Let's go ahead and clear the standby here. And galley power, we need to get that on. So here's our galley power to the on position. And I think what we want to do next is get our start pump on so that we can get our APU fired up here momentarily. So we're going to go ahead and fire up the APU. So we'll go APU master to run. And then we're going to pull that down and hold it in the start position there. And then what we should see here is our APU started to spin up. Yep. And I hope I did my FT-Sim sound pack install. I think I did. Looks like the baggage is finishing up. Yep. Starting to hear the whine of the APU coming to life. Alright, we will be nose to the right, tail to the left out of here. There we go. APU's coming to life. Up top, APU's showing available, so let's go to APU here, and we'll get our external power to the off position, and we'll go ahead and turn on some APU air, and we'll get our packs also going here for a little bit, so we have some temperature, get the cabin cooling down a little bit. We're going to roll this just a little bit to the left here, get just a little bit cooler. All right, and we'll go ahead and lock the cabin door here. We'll get our windshield heat on as well. Alright, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we got an ACARS message, so let's go down here, and here we go, load sheet's in. So the company message has been received. So we've got a load sheet final for Delta 74, Dayton to Atlanta. 1069, we're good there, take it. Alright, and page 2. Trip. Looking good. We'll go ahead and acknowledge, and that'll get us out of here on the ACARS, so we can go back to the menu. See, and let's look at the climb. 350 cruise destination. All right, and in it, verify here everything. Takeoff set. Alright, we're good. I have a cost, yep, cost index is 35. Alright. Alright, we are on the APU bus. We got our APU air on. Is there anything? So we should be seeing APU here. We'll go. Alright, we are off the external power. And let's go ahead and dismiss
for your aircraft.
The external GPU. So GPU is going to be dismissed. Boarding is completed. We'll go ahead and dismiss the air conditioning card as well. We should see that GPU disappear here shortly. Yep, here comes the guy coming in to get it. You see him coming. let's verify we got all of our doors. We do have our doors secure. Let's go ahead and dismiss the jetway here so jetway can get on out of here as well, hopefully. All right, there we go. Jetway's gone. GPU is gone. And let's go ahead and anti-collision light on.
This parking is too
Atlanta.
small
Our
for
flight
your
time will be
aircraft.
roughly
Prepare for
1
pushback.
hour and 8 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt
All right. I had to verify my
and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and
rudder
seat backs
pedals are
must be in a
working.
full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
And we forgot to do our fire tests here, so let's go ahead and verify our fire tests real quick. Yep, that's looking good. Loops are good. Alright, fire tests are complete. Should have done that earlier.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, we are ready for pushback. Like it. We're gonna get out of here 5 minutes before time. Let's see.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. It looks like we got everybody on board. We're going to push back here about 5 minutes early, get you into Atlanta early. And we appreciate you flying Atlanta. We will talk at you a little bit more as we get in the air. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. It looks like we got everybody on board. We're going to push back here about 5 minutes early, get you into Atlanta early. And we appreciate you flying Atlanta. We will talk at you a little bit more as we get in the air.
Locking gear.
I think I said flying Atlanta and I meant to say flying Delta, didn't I? Park brake should be on. Alright, we want to go nose to the left, tail to the right.
Release parking brakes.
No, I think I did that backwards. Will I be able to get that pushed back again? I've totally messed that up. I need nose right. Doggone it. Yeah, I aborted the pushback and I should not have. Come on, GSX, will you cooperate and reestablish with me or not? Probably not. Let's see. What can I do to make that work? Well, that just really is annoying. Little things, little things, little things. GSX Pro, where are you? I'd like to restart. Well, that just really stinks a big one. Why did I have to do that? Totally set the push to go the wrong way, and now I can't get it to undo. Alright, well, we're going to do this the other way. We're going to just start our engines here on the ground and then back ourselves up. Since GSX is not going to cooperate, we'll do it the original way. So let's go packs off. And we got our APU air is on. Alright, here we go. And go up top. We'll go left and right open. We'll go to system A today, and let's get our fuel pumps to the on position. We'll just start right here on the block, and seatbelt signs are on. And here we go. We're going to turn number 2. No, we're not, because we still got to do one more thing. Yep, we can't do anything until we do cross feed valves. There we go. And now we can turn. And here we go. We've got oil pressure coming alive, rotation coming up. Yep, GSX is still screwed. 17, 19, and here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Area should be clear. Mobile phones and other electronic devices should be turned off.
Loud.
If you are seated in an exit seat and have not already done so, please review the exit seat responsibilities on the back of the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket. If you are unable or prefer not to perform these functions, please let us know and we'll be happy to assign you another seat. For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with signs located throughout the cabin and any crew member instructions. Smoking is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying the restroom smoke detector. To fasten your seatbelt, place the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. So release the belt with the top of the buckle. We ask that you please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, you should keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. If you plan on resting and don't want to be disturbed, please fasten your seatbelt around you so that it is easily visible to the flight attendants. Should cabin pressure change, the panel above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull a mask towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing even if the bag does not inflate, and be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others. There are 8 exits on this aircraft, 3 doors, 2 forward and 1 rear. 4 window exits over the wings with an additional exit to the back of the aircraft. Each door has a detachable slide that can be used for flotation. Once again, there are 8 exits, 3 doors, 2 forward, 1 rear. 4 window exits over the wings with an additional exit to the back. If there is a loss of electrical power and cabin visibility is reduced, white emergency lights near the floor will guide you to red lights which indicate an exit. Please take a moment to find the exit closest to you and keep in mind they may be behind you. Life vests are located under or between your seats. Your seat cushion may be used for flotation. To remove it, pull the bottom cushion up from the seat. Hold the cushion to your chest with the straps facing away. Put your arms to the straps on the other side and hold your wrists. Now don't forget your safety is our priority, so we ask that you review the safety information card which is in your seat pocket. The crew is here to help you if you have any questions. As a final reminder before takeoff, please ensure your seat is in the upright and locked position. Your tray table is put away and all carry-on bags are properly stowed. The flight attendants will be passed to the cabin to pick up any remaining cups and glasses, and then must be seated for the remainder of taxi and takeoff. We do thank you for your attention this afternoon, and we hope you enjoy your short flight with us to Atlanta. Cabin lights are dimmed mid-flight. In the passenger service unit above your seat, you'll find individual reading lights, air vents, and a flight attendant call button.
That was extremely uncomfortable and loud. Alright, thank you. Glad that's done. That was loud. Alright, here we go. So let's try to do some reverse thrust here. Go. Oops. Alright, we're going to do this a little bit more. Alright, that's close enough. We can get that. Let's set the parking brake again for just a minute. We got backed off the gate. And let's go ahead and get our flaps set here to flaps 15. And flap 15 is set and indicated. And auto spoilers set. And we need taxi lights coming on. And go ahead and get these down to extended but not on. We got that's looking good. We'll go ahead and get these turn off lights on here. Alright. Here we go. We're ready for taxi. Alright. Alright, here we go. Simply can't get out of the gate here. Apologies for the issues there on the pushback. That was completely my bad. GSX Pro, I like it, but man, it's flaky sometimes. Alright. We're going to take Alpha out, cross 24 right, and continue on Alpha up to runway 18 for our departure. So we're going to go right on around the horn here.
Ready for departure.
We do have our flaps set. We got this little light right here that's lit up. What that's telling us, we're not set for our takeoff config here, but first things first, let's get this right hand turn made here. Back here, and we're going to arm our takeoff, and then what you'll see is that light is now out. So that's just a little visual reminder that you're not fully configured for departure yet. Delta MD-88 out of Dayton, Ohio down to Atlanta. Should be out of here pretty much on time. And init ref here. Takeoff was 138. And V rotates 129. Look like we got everything off up top. Slow her down here. And Dayton traffic, Delta 74 will be crossing runway 24 right at Alpha. Continue taxi on Alpha to runway 18 Dayton. Right. And let's get our strobe light on as we cross.
Approaching runway 24 right. Entered runway 24 right. 10,800 feet remaining.
Strobe light off. Landing lights off. Continue our taxi here down to Alpha. till we get to runway 18. Slow her down here and get stopped here, holding short here momentarily, and then all right. Ease her up here to the line. Let's get our strobe light on. Let's get our pinning lights on. And let's get our auto throttle to the armed position. And date traffic, Delta 74, be lining up runway 18, departing to the west. Date traffic.
Approaching runway 18. Entered runway 18, 8,400 feet remaining.
Alright, that was a pretty good lineup. Alright, here we go. We'll stop it here. Spool them up. Toga.
Takeoff thrust is set.
Alright, gear up.
Gear up, lights out.
Heading select. Bring the nose down a little bit. Let her accelerate out. Bring the nose down a little bit. Let her pick up some more speed. Alright, flaps are in. Nose down. Through 5,000. Alright, so let's go ahead and go 14,000. Autopilot on. Indicated airspeed 250 knots. .250. Heading select. Alright. And we need to make a right-hand turn toward Trevo, so let's go. Right turn 270. Are we not? Autopilot. Oh. Thought I had autopilot engaged already. Through 10,000. Alright, right turn 270. Through 10,000, we'll get our landing lights off. Arm 14. And FMS.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger
Direct.
portable electronic devices. This is also a
Trevo.
reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do
Execute.
not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
And we want to go with nav mode. And we'll go ahead and line our heading bug up here. Now we're direct Trevo. Go ahead and widen this up to 350. 350 and bullet to arm it. Now we got 350 there. We're still climbing 250 knots, should be. Yep. And now we can go to VNAV climb. So now we got nav track, VNAV climb, FMS EPIRB. Next page. Somehow or another we didn't get our performance data didn't load. Insufficient fuel, that's not correct either. I think we'll have a different, let's see, where is our perf? So that part is in there. Takeoff was not correct. Yeah, we're not getting anything here. I had this one other time right after I installed this plane, so we're going to have to manually do our vertical speeds today. Because somewhere, I don't know if that was because I didn't get the Navigraph data updated after I reinstalled the plane or what. So we're also not going to get our top of descent either. So we're on our own to calculate today, but we can manage it. Things are looking okay here. Atlanta, what is our landing altitude in Atlanta? 1,026 feet.
Climbing through transition altitude.
2992. And 2992. Set and 2992 verified. We're set 3 times. How are we doing? We should be coming up on our left turn at Trevo here momentarily. It's aggravating that none of my DAB data is in there, but we'll make the best of it. So Trevo, yeah, we got nothing. Climbing through 20,000 though. Track. All right, here comes our left turn. may have to put in some information here. We might be able to fill in some blanks ourselves here looking at the charts. Let's go ahead and hit unload and import from SimBrief Dayton to Atlanta. Six right is our approach. All right, so what do we got here? All right, so we got landing west, Andre 13,250. Execute that. I got the VNAV is not available. Progress. Legs. Got 13,250. What else we got here? All right, so we got Anvil at 9,000. That was weird. Is that actually on there? Okay, it's volts at 9,000. Right, there's our vectors. Forecasted winds. Let's go ahead and see if we can't put some of that information in too. Wind information, here we go. So 350, so we could put 310, 200, and 150. $200, 150, and 100. This is super annoying that it's doing this to me. But the wind here, 282 at 91. This is normal. 282 at 91. So that's our wind there. 200, we are 280 at 57. Set there. How are we doing here? Airspeed's looking good. We're coming up through 32. E-per climb, VNAV track, 350, so we're going to level off here shortly. 200, so where we needed? We're needing 150. 287 at 40. And 10,000, we will be 287 at 32. So we're crossing over CVG now. Yep, there's CVG right below us. It is the Cincinnati Covington Airport, just south of the river. So Cincinnati's right over here, downtown Cincinnati. I don't know why the performance data is not available. Super annoying. Alright, so why don't we check out the bottom? I think it was Volt. It's the bottom of our star. Volt at 9,000. Let's take Volt. Let's go ahead and put it in as a fix. And let's call it 100 miles. So when we're 100 miles from Volt, so we're going to want to start with 295, so that puts us about 195 from our top of descent. Let's go ahead and do some landing calculations here while I'm thinking about it. It's not a very long flight. We've been airborne already almost 15 minutes, so KATL 26 right. Dry conditions. Let's go flights 40 today. Full landing on flaps. What's our Atlanta weather currently? Mm, 190 at 3. Alright, and 3001, that's good, and temperature is currently 22 there. Landing weights. On 16.5. And 31. Traffic out the left side there. All right, we're level 350. $278 from volts. So we're heading bugs synced up here as well. We should be in cruise mode over here. Need to fly this plane more. So many things. To get better at. Such a workload in this plane. What's ACC looking like? I don't think we got any right now, do we? Nope, we got none. Let's look at digital ATIS for Atlanta. Arrivals into Atlanta. This information, Juliet, 190 at 3, 10-mile visibility, few clouds, 18,000, broken 25,000, temperature 22, altimeter 3001. Simultaneous approach, visual approach 26 right, 27 left, visual 28. 26 right, 27 left, and 28. We are planning for 26 right, so we're going to keep that. I'm running the FT Sims sound pack for the MD-80. It does make it sound better. Definitely gives it a little bit more volume in the cockpit. Alright, so we're going to go flaps 40 for our landing at 131. And did I say 116.5? Right now. That 117. VORs do we got to reference off of around here? It's not a lot. Turbulence here. We can actually go up top and get the passenger signs turned off here. Or seatbelt signs off. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. We've reached our cruise altitude of 350. Expected fairly short flight. We should have you on the ground here in another 35-40 minutes. As we reach our top of descent, we'll turn the seatbelt sign on, but for now, you're free to move around the cabin. Thanks for flying Delta.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. We've reached our cruise altitude of 350. Expected fairly short flight. We should have you on the ground here in another 35-40 minutes. As we reach our top of descent, we'll turn the seatbelt sign on, but for now, you're free to move around the cabin. Thanks for flying Delta.
I wonder if we could step up the speed a little bit here. We can't do cost index. It's not showing up in here like it was supposed to. This is super annoying. All right, we're going to do this. We're going to go box select. And MS override. Box 78. We should speed up a little bit here. Yep, starting to see the speed climb here. Should at least get up to 7.8. And let's go look at our fixes. We are 225 volts. About 112 miles from where we need to descend. Synced. Gas rings there. It's pretty smooth up here right now. Other than my VNAV data is not working. So when I first installed this aircraft, I remember having the exact same problem. So it could be that the next flight that'll be fixed, hopefully. Got Mach 7.8 listed here though, so that's looking good. Keep an eye on things here. We're looking for that 99 more miles to the top of descent, so when this gets about 110, we're going to start our heading down, just to be on the safe side. Right. .187, so about 80 miles or so from our top of descent. And what do we got in terms of no ATC yet? 70 miles to our top of descent. Outside air temperature is minus 52 right now, and true airspeed 449, and we're making about 432 over the ground. Do we have any indication of ground speed in this aircraft? I know that we do. So we're decimal 78. We are 450 true airspeed, and we are 433 over the ground, and I'm reading that right off of ForeFlight. Here in the lower left. Should be on the ground here in about 30 minutes. Got 120 knot wind here. Let's see, what else do we got? We should have had some weather radar on, maybe. I think that is. Might be right here. There it is. Yeah. Get our precision height set in here at 200 also. Fly the ILS into 26 right there into Atlanta. 157, so 140s. About 40 miles or so. 45 miles. We'll start our descent. Expected arrival in 20 minutes, but to be on schedule here. Don't know if we're going to quite make that, but we'll see what we can do. I'd say we're going to be pushing it. 20 minutes. Progress though says 22:57. 20 something minutes, so it's going to be closer to 30. We should be landing on the ground just before 7, right at 7 p.m. Eastern time, or 2300 Zulu. about 30 miles from our top of descent now. So just a little bit after Pup DG, Pup Dog. That's a VOR there too, isn't it? Snowbird VOR, 108.8. What miles we'll do our top of descent. All right, we want to set, what's it, 9,000? And armed, 9,000. So we got 9,000 arm, Mach 7.8, VNAV track, altitude hold. And then we're going to hit some vertical speed down. About 2,000, and then we'll go to this hits 110. We're going to start our descent down at about 2,000 feet per minute. Since we don't have true VNAV for this descent, so it's a little unfortunate, but we're going to make it work. And I think we're going to be pretty spot on as far as, all right, 111, here we go. Let's go vertical speed down 1,000, down 2,000. We're coming back. let's go into indicated airspeed.
Destination ATIS is 119.65.
788. Alright, there was ForeFlight talking to us, so I hit that male right on the head, didn't I?
Sync rate.
Don't like that. Awfully steep. Use our banana here to kind of gauge where we're going to hit our 9,000 also, which we needed by Andre, I believe. $13,000 at Andre, and then 9,000 at Anvil, so 13 at Andre. Let's go ahead and set that at 13 for now. Alright, let's get the Atlanta altimeter here. 3001. KATL 3002 right now. We'll wait until we get down below 18,000. Right, landing rate set, altitude set, pressurization is set. Speed at 290 knots. I believe we need 250 knots at Andre. We got some turbulence here. Let's get the seatbelt signs back on here. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, it's your captain once again. We've begun our descent. We got a little bit of turbulence here. We got the seatbelt signs already back on. We would ask that you would take your seat, and flight attendants, go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival.
And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, it's your captain once again. We've begun our descent. We got a little bit of turbulence here. We got the seatbelt signs already back on. We would ask that you would take your seat, and flight attendants, go ahead and prepare the cabin for arrival.
On our 18,000 here soon. There you go. You can see our path here out of Dayton, Cincinnati, and then down toward Atlanta here. We're not too far away from we're just to the north of the Atlanta airport currently. So should have you here on the ground shortly. If you joined in watching us, we appreciate you tuning in. Again, it's first flight in the MD-88, the Leonardo MD-88, since we reinstalled. So VNAV is not working in the flight tonight, but like when I first installed it, it was the same thing. So I think the next flight it should work. Gonna be flying it some more. Coming up on 18,000, so we need 3002. Set once. 3002 set.
Transition
twice.
altitude. Nearest
And
altimeter 2996.
Alright. 2996 is not accurate for where we're going into Atlanta. 3002 is. That's the current altimeter there. So we're going to keep rolling with this. And we're going to need to slow her down by 13,000 to 250 knots. So let's go ahead and roll this back to 270. Just gradually start slowing her down here. Throttles are back. She's a pretty plane. We need to cross, pull up this chart again. Andre 13,000 to 250. We need bolts at 9,000 after that. Definitely a little bumpy right now. Getting bounced around quite a bit with turbulence. Alright, coming up on our 13,000 here. Plane should level off for us. Hold 270 knots for the time being. We got 270 all the way across at Andre. Once we cross Andre, we'll set 9,000. We'll go ahead and descend down to the 9,000. Probably drop our speed just a little bit there, going into volts to about 220-ish. 230 maybe. Currently at about 118.3, so 17-ish is what we were predicting. Our inlet ref. 128. What did I put over here? So we wanted 131 plus 5, a little 136 and flaps full. 136 and flaps full. Can I set that? Nope, apparently not. So there we are, level at 13,000 though. Be a pretty day coming into Atlanta. A little bit of a 66 knot crosswind right now, coming at our right front of our nose. Synced here. All right, we're going to need the ILS frequency is 110.1. And 275 on the course. One set twice, 275 course set. Good.
Class Bravo below in 15.4 miles.
All right, let's get our speed coming back to 250 here. And we'll go ahead and bring out some speed brakes to help us get our speed coming down here to 250 as we're getting ready to cross Andre. All right, let's throw the speed brakes. Speed's under control. Dial in 9,000 here. We'll arm 9,000. And we should be crossing Andre just any minute. Here we go. Lost Andre. Alright, let's go vertical speed. Let's bring her down at 1,500. Bring this back to 240.
We have begun our final descent into Atlanta. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items
Coming up
either
on
in the
10,000
back
here.
pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Let's go ahead and get some lights on here. Alright, landing lights are on. Set the ignition to both. She's flying good. It's just a shame VDAV wasn't working, but that's all right. The landing lights are on. Coming up on our 9,000. Making the turn here. And let's go ahead and bring her back to 230 knots. And 230. And we'll bring out the speed brakes here to help get our speed down. Alright, speed brakes can go away. Coming up on 9,000, and we're going to need to get down to 5 and 4, so we're going to go ahead and set 4,000. We'll arm 4,000. Cross faults. And folks, we need to be on vector, so let's get our heading bug lined up. Heading bug is lined up. Heading select. $180. 4,000. Indicated airspeed. 230 knots. Throttles are idle. Go ahead and arm our idle spoilers. Bring her down to 4,000 here. And Atlanta traffic. Delta 74 is out of 8,000, descending down for the ILS 26 right, just off of Volts at the bottom of the Andre 1. We'll be making a right base into 26 right. Atlanta traffic.
Atlanta traffic for the 1132 type MD-88 on the base for runway 26 right below.
And say again, the MD-88 on base for 26 right. What's your position?
We're currently 12 nautical miles in front of localizer established 56 right. Orly 1P.
Alright, A-firm, I think we'll be coming in just behind you there. We're also coming in on a right base for 26 right. We'll be looking out for you.
Okay, thank you very much, mate. Orly 1122.
We're going to go ahead and slow to 220. And we're going to go ahead and bring out some leading edges. All right, we need to make a turn here to 275, so about 240. And Atlanta traffic at Delta 74. Be turning final now for ILS 26 right at Zello here, intercepting the ILS. There's a local actors capture. ILS armed. And Atlanta traffic. Delta 74 is on a 18-mile final now. ILS 26 right. Atlanta. Hold that. Get our heading bugs synced up. Missed approach is 4,000 on this. 4,000 is already armed over there. ILS, we're below the glide slope. That's looking good. Alright, we are flaps 11. And we will go ahead and hit go around here. And we will set this for auto brake of medium. So 131 plus 5, 136 is going to be the magic number. We'll intercept it at AJ. And Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 is on a 13-mile final, ILS 26 right, Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Orly 1122 on 10-mile final, runway 26 right, established ILS.
Atlanta traffic, American 1990, departing runway 27 right, Atlanta.
Let's bring her back to 200 knots.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 66, Texans, runway 26 left via Delta Echo.
Alright, got to record. There we go. Let's set that up later. Alright, here we go. We're getting ready to start our descent. Here comes the glide slope. Speed coming back now. 170. Gears coming down. And Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 is 9-mile final now, runway 26 right.
Gear down. 25. Flaps 15.
136 set. Flaps 28.
Traffic.
Alright, flap set full.
Flaps 40.
Atlanta traffic, Orly 1122 on 5-mile final, runway 26 right, not visual.
Traffic.
Got the traffic in front.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 962, taxi 26 left via Echo, Atlanta.
Autopilot's off. My airplane.
Mile final runway 26 right.
And Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 is on a 2-mile final now, 26 right.
Traffic. Climb.
500.
Atlanta traffic, Orly 1122 Vista, go around. Orly 1122, go around.
Atlanta, Delta 74 short final. ILS. Woo. The hell?
Headwind. Here. Headwind.
Runway's all yours, buddy.
Here.
sure what I understood there.
50,
He should have been well in front of me earlier.
30, 20, 10.
It's a good landing.
So land for Delta 66 taking off runway 26 left.
Reverse lights active.
Atlanta traffic,
Ladies
Delta
and gentlemen,
74 is clear,
welcome
26
to
right.
Atlanta. The
Atlanta.
local time is 7:09 p.m. and it's currently about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins as items may have shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Get the APU out on. Alright, APU is good. Pitot heats can come off. Bravo 3. Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 will be taxiing via Bravo 3, Bravo 2 will be crossing runway 26 left at Echo 1, Atlanta. And Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 will be crossing 26 left at Echo
Approaching runway
2,
08 right.
Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic,
This is runway 08
only
right.
1122
9,200
on
feet
final
remaining.
Runway southwest, left 26 right.
And Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 is clear 26 left.
A 26 left.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 74 continue taxi to the terminal via Echo Foxtrot 5, Atlanta. 49, here we go. And park brake set. APU bus set. And engines off. And seatbelt signs can go off. And of course, we're not going to get GSX Pro to actually operate, are we? Because
Atlanta traffic, only
up earlier.
112 has vacated runway 26
All right.
right.
Well, we're going to have to see what we can do here. Aircraft services, ground. Can we get ground power? Probably not. Yeah, it's not going to work. GSX is kind of screwed, so anyway, that's going to do it for our flight then this evening. We will possibly try to get PACX to unload, but we can't even get the...
Crossing runway 8 right, continue hotel.
Yeah. We're not going to even be able to get the gate jetway to open up here, so appreciate you tuning in, and until next time, 716 Delta Mike, we'll see ya.